Hi guys, here we are again with another one of a review. This time, as mentioned before, was the Doctor Who Skybreaker sword. This is the blue version which I brought. There are other colours out as well. I did like the blue, so that's what I went with. Again, starting on the box first, we've got very thin card, just folded over. You've got a nice little shiny background to the black with the Skybreaker logo, Doctor Who TP08 and logo there, and on the back is a nice shiny blue warning. I think each box is coloured to whichever sword comes in it. Yeah, that's about it really to the packaging. Nothing more I can say about that. Put that away. So in the packaging you get this little blue post clip, which we will go into that a little bit later. It does have a use. It's as a holster for the sword, but you have to have the right figure for that to work, which we will show a bit later on. And this is the sword itself. It's in a nice translucent blue with gold and a silver hilt on both sides. Exactly the same look on both sides. Okay, and features a removable bottom half, just so you can actually get it onto a figure instead of clipping it into the hand and causing stress marks. This is actually designed to go with a number of the Transformers Prime, Optimus Prime molds. You get the first editions, the RID and the Arms Micron. You've also got the Weaponizer or Arms Master or whatever it's called in Japan. Probably it'll also fit in a few others as well. Into the fists of a few others. Maybe also with the Ultra Magnus that's just come out for the Beast Hunters line. Yeah, it's bendy-ish on quality, but it is a good quality. It's very nicely detailed as well. Yeah, it's all plastic. I think they did a Prime sword not long ago that was all in metal. This is all plastic. There's no metal in it at all. The hilt is a lot stronger than the blade itself as well. It's not as bendy, but yeah, it's not going to snap unless you put a lot of tension on it, so it's not too bad. Right, here we have. I'll just put that there a moment and put the sword down. Tilt this thing up so we can see. And here we have RID, Optimus Prime, the Hasbro version. As you can see, he's got two existing Doctor Who stuff on, accessories. Instead of having the silly MechTech style stuff, he has got the Max Power gun in silver and the Doctor Who blade. I can't remember what the blade one was called, but we're not looking at them today. So I'm just going to take the blade off, leave the gun on, because there's no need to take that off. We'll need one hand to do this with. Okay, so blade, take that bit off, into the hand, and you'll find this part of the hilt will not fit exactly straight like that into the fist. It might do on the first edition, I don't know, because I haven't got a first edition. If you tilt it to one side like that, it will go in quite nice. Same if you do it that way, it'll fit. And there is a way to get it straight, is to just tilt it down a bit, but he doesn't hold the full lot of the sword handle. But if you tilt it enough, it'll just stick to there. Okay, and you can actually hold it straight. Once you've got it in the part the way you want, get your little bottom half again, push it on, and there we have it. Okay, nice big sword for Optimus Prime. Okay, this is designed to resemble the Star Saber out of the Transformers Prime cartoon. There it is, nice big sword. Prime all kitted up, ready to go. I mean, for example, it's miles bigger. I've got nothing actually I can compare this with for size, so you know, apologise for that. But yeah, it's quite a nice sword. The blue one, again, like I say, it's translucent, so it has a nice little look to it. I think there's silver, there's purple. I think there's been a limited edition red one as well. But yeah, I like this one. This one does it for me. It'll go alright with this one, and hopefully, if I do ever get one, it'll go alright with the Beast Hunters Prime as well. Yeah, right. It isn't heavy, so Prime can hold it, providing your figure has got tightish joints. Mine has, so you know, still doesn't stop the range of movement. Prime can hold it up, down. You know, it doesn't detract in any motion, apart from the range of the figures. You know, providing the figure has got decent articulation, you'll be all right. Yeah, it's a sword. Okay, and there is not anywhere on this version, and as far as I know, from what I've seen on other reviews, there's nowhere that this will store on it. That's where that little clip that I mentioned comes into it, this thing. But again, it's only made for one specific model of Optimus Prime. Like I say, it acts as a holster. It clips onto the sword. There are a couple little tiny grooves in the clip which you need to push the sword in, and there we have it. Okay, just around the gold piece. Right, that is designed to go somewhere around here, but not on this version. It'll only work if you have the Arms Micron version of this Optimus Prime, the Voyager. So I haven't got one, but what I do have, which I can show you how this works, is Nemesis, Drunken Nemesis Prime. That was standing up before I just put it on this table. Why it fell over, I had no idea. But yeah, here we have Nemesis Prime. This one, I think the purple of this one, or the green, maybe the green, preferably the purple, I think, would suit Nemesis Prime. Would probably be a nice colour. But yeah, as if you decide to get one for him. I mean, I would love to get these in black. I would love to get the Max Power Blasters in black to replace his little sharp Pelican Micron thing, even though in weapon mode it does look nice. But right, going back onto this. If we come round to the back, don't forget, this Nemesis Prime is a straight recolour of the Japanese Arms Micron Optimus Prime. Now, besides, there's one difference in truck mode where you've got the front and the nose. You can see on the arms, on the forearm actually. There's a mould difference there. Arms Micron has got a post there, as well as having a post here on the wheels. Okay. What the Arms Micron version also has is a posts here. Hasbro don't do it. Takara did. That is where this comes into it. Let's move this one out of the way. That little peg goes into the post on the back of your Arms Micron Prime. It just pushes on. Should just push on. I've had this on. There we go. Just pushes on. Holds it nicely in place. Okay, and again, if you have the Arms Micro one, you have a nice little holder for the sword. However, if you haven't got the Arms Micron version and you want somewhere to store the sword, there is alternatives. Let me just take this back off again. Once it's on, it is quite tight, so be careful. Alright, let's get that off. Put Nemesis to one side. We'll take the clip off. Okay, just clips on, back off. Right, as we were saying, we'll bring this one back in. There is a way of storing the sword onto this, which I've found just by messing myself. Put the sword that way, and it will slide down a little gap here, down there, and it'll work at an angle. The silver part of the sword here goes into a little recess on the back of Prime here, and it holds it quite nicely. Not ideal, but it's there. It holds it nice and still. You know, there are other ways. You can actually just put it straight down his back, which I have had working before as well. Which I can't. Yeah, that way and down. There you go. Go straight down his back instead. Okay, just at an angle without putting it in the recess there. That's a little storage, just an idea, just to give a bit. If you haven't got the Arms Micron version, there is alternative ways. I have tried the peg going into the wheels, but the hole in the middle of the wheel, but it's just the wheel hole is too small for the peg post to go in. I mean, maybe if you want to, you could probably shave that down to a smaller diameter and it will fit in. It's up to you. Personally, I won't be doing that because I don't want to cause any damage to it myself. And yeah, so there we go. Max Power 1 Transformers Prime, Optimus Prime with his nice little Star Saber added on. They don't cost that much. I think it depends on where you get it from. Anything from 10 up to I think £20 odd with delivery. I think it's nice, like I say, nicely detailed, and especially in the right light. If you hold it up to the light, it's got a nice translucent glow to it as well. Depends on your lighting conditions and how you do it. Yeah, there we have. I've been moving it around quite a bit, but I'll put it up close if it'll focus in so you can see some of the detailing on it. There we go. I am doing this a bit quick, so because it's only a sword. It's probably gone about the same amount of time as my other reviews of figures actually, but hey. Don't know if that's coming up as the goal because I think it's got a bit too much reflection on it. There you go. That might work. There. Yeah. A little bit of detailing on the peg post. Come on, focus in. See if that'll do it. There you go. It's a bit shiny. Okay, so that is Doctor Wu Skybreaker sword. Yeah. Okay, next one up will be Demolition Crew from Mech Ideas. Apex and Geminis. They'll be up shortly. Bye.